This is an interesting room. We got a bed. We got a bookcase. There's a novel here. Strange book, isn't it? But lots of people have read it. I wrote it, but the name is my friend's. Yes, I hate it. I know I've told you that again and again. The name itself is great. My teacher gave it to me, but I hate myself so much for not living up to the name. Man, you're doing just fine. It's blotted out and unreadable. This is where we part. This is my world. This door leads to my current world. It's very tiny and still restricted. It's open. Why did it come to this? You're smart, so perhaps you know. If you know the answer, tell me. Alan. Obtained a shard of kill, I'm guessing? A shard of kill. Mother, father, I have to go. There's a diary. I bought a house. Well, but it was formerly a facility. It's too big for me. I can see myself getting lost easily. I'm indebted to Cliff once again. I should really thank him later. Today I met a girl. A few days ago, she was found near a house that burned down and seemed to be the daughter. She insists that there's someone other than her. She seems to have another personality, so I gave her double the furniture and such. I wasn't sure what to do, but at any rate, I found a research subject this way. She's now in my care. No symptoms at the moment. I met a second girl. I received a letter 3 days ago that had all the particulars. Perhaps because of what she's been through, she's much less cheery. She's reluctant to talk with me. She enjoyed talking with the other girl, albeit not for very long. It may be slow, but I'll try to get her talking with me. No symptoms at the moment. The third, I met a boy. I was surprised, but given his mother, I decided to take him in. He talks plenty, but he's illogical. He was a little awkward with the two girls, but they're playing together for a few days later. Today he kept putting frogs on my head. He's a bit too mischievous. No symptoms at the moment. I met the fourth, a girl. She seemed to walk from a town in the woods. I talked with her and she told me about a new mysterious illness. Evidently it wiped out her old town. So yep, that's what happened to Stella. She's the sole survivor of an illness, huh? Did she have a resistance to it? I'm a little interested, but it's unrelated. She doesn't want to talk about it much. It's hard to talk with her. She doesn't talk with others, just playing piano in her room. No symptoms at the moment. All of the children have the potential to break out, but still no symptoms. But are there even symptoms? How did it go back then? I'm getting a headache. I'll stop for now. A few pages are ripped out. I met a fifth child. He was outside when the incidents happened. They say the shock caused memory loss. At a glance, I was surprised. It's just a hunch, but he may be on the verge. I'll watch him very carefully. 2 seasons have passed since then. What have I been doing? I feel like my chest is burning. I see the scene in my mind again. This must mean... yes, very soon. It must be over soon. My head hurts. I'm sorry, Fiona. There's a scrap of paper in the back. Obtained a notebook scrap. When I came to, it was my usual world. She's still sleeping today. I killed... I'm gonna stop assuming this says kill, but I X'd a lot of people, but I was never X'd. Why is that? Should I have been X'd more? But there's no bad people left. There's only good people around me. The cat says only bad people can X. Which is right. I don't know. I don't know a single thing. I just keep trying to X people so I can be X'd. Help? Perhaps it means help? I don't know. The door's unlocked. I'm gonna read this again real quick. So he took all of us in order to research us about something. I'm gonna check all the bookcases. I'm guessing just some... oh, a small notebook. I'll read it in just a sec. But I'm guessing some sort of, affliction that people who are, I guess, traumatized in some way are susceptible to. There's a small notebook. Victims of nightmare syndrome continue to increase. I'm glad they've found some good food, but they're up to something in our world, to drag people into the world. Parents suddenly being violent to children, abandoning them, forsaking them. It must be the rabbit's power. The cat must be up to something too. What did he tell me back then? I only took one thing from you. Was it really only one? Can a person be so easily ruined by having one thing taken? Is the cat lying? I don't have a clue. There's no time. No time. No time. The door. The door. Oh, it's not letting me examine these bookshelves, it doesn't look like. And is that also teacher? Alan! If you're here, then... No, the cat can't be trusted. You really are proficient at breaking promises. It's quite troubling. That key! It looks sharp. Give that to teacher, would you? Right away. Now! Give him the key or hide behind your back. I will... give it to him. Good boy. He stabbed himself. It doesn't even hurt. Now it can end. This awful dream. Yes, it's the end. Will you hear my story? This isn't my first time in the world. I've been here before. Nightmare syndrome. As an avid reader, I'm sure you've heard about it at least once. It's a disease that keeps one from waking and takes their soul. The cause is said to be unknown, but I believe it emerges in children whose hearts are in darkness. Have you not noticed? I took in hurt children with nowhere to go, helped them, and let them live with me. But secretly, I observed and studied them as children who might acquire the sickness. I must have upset you. I'm sorry. I want to destroy this world and these dreams, whatever it takes. I lost someone important to me, right before my eyes, in this world. Ever since then, I've thought of nothing else. It was my selfishness. So when you arrived, I was very surprised. Maybe because you reminded me of myself from back then. If I made you unhappy, I thought you'd acquire it, but I couldn't do that. Soon, my door opened. I should have come alone. The rest of you were taken in as well, and the entrance grew bigger as a result. I tried various things, but nothing worked. Alan, though you opened the door, you did nothing wrong. It's all my fault. There. It's okay. This is my dream. My world. I hid too much of my weakness. Before I knew it, I was drowning in more than I could manage. So I have to end it. For her, as well. I'm not very smart. She often told me so. I researched long, but I guess it was all for naught. Take this. Obtained a locket. I couldn't give you what you wanted most, because I was never given it. I don't even know what it's like. I'm sorry. If you have nothing, then you should make something. You have wonderful friends all around you. Just take it slow. You're smart, Alan, so you'll be fine. Right. I'm an adult, allegedly, so they won't eat me. We'll figure something out. There's a number for a man named Cliff on my desk. Say my name, and he'll come help you. He's my one and only friend. He's very kind. You'll be fine. Please, forget about me. Then no one will have to come here again. Good night, Alan. Obtained a notebook scrap. Why wasn't I X'd? I thought I could X then, but I simply wasn't able to do it. Because I didn't know how to X. Love? What will I do now? I've lost everything. I have nothing. Oh, I'm so sleepy. X me. Someone please X me. I think it's love at this point. I see. Well, we are allegedly back in our world. How is everyone? You're still catatonic. So are you. As are you. And you. This does not inspire confidence in me. So, a phone. We need to call Cliff, then. There's a note with his number, a picture and a note from Teacher's locket. It's the boy from earlier, and a girl who resembles him, and this note. I'm in beverage, but not in rink. I'm in hurt, but not in pin. I'm in 8, or 7, excuse me, but not in scene. I'm in drizzle, but not in ran. I'm in card, but not in automobile. Huh? Beverage, but not in rank. Hurt, but not in pain. I don't quite get it. A diary? Teacher? Nope. It's his name, and we don't know his name. There's a number for a man named Cliff. So we need to call Cliff and learn his name. Look at his face. Teacher. Good night, teacher. Oh. I jumped the gun. I needed to call Cliff first. Whoops. Mistake. And oh, this is just completely scribbled out, huh? This doesn't tell us anything. Wonderful. But all I can gather from that is that Teacher himself was a traumatized child who was afflicted with the nightmare syndrome, and he grew up and was trying to figure out how to study it and maybe help people who are afflicted by it. But who knows? However, I still need to go back and call Cliff, because I didn't want to miss that. That was a mistake. Also, all the other kids are like, they're also non-responsive, so like, I can't call this a good outcome. Not yet. Not yet, just not yet. Fear. Well, despite the rest of the journal being scribbled out, we still get a picture of Teacher with his... Looks like he has a ponytail, so I guess that's why, like, very early on tell us that he had long hair, because he has that ponytail. And good night. There we go. Let's actually call Cliff this time. There we go. Make a call. Yes? Hello? Huh. It's not often you're the one calling me. Is that Ellen I hear? Ah, I see. Get your things packed. I'd appreciate it if you could do his too. I'll just be a little bit. In the meantime, please. Right. It's okay. Just give me a little time. Bye. Achievement unlocked. Trusted friend, huh? I'll speak to Cliff on the phone. Well... A diary... X. It's the boy in this note. What is beverage? I'm in beverage, but not drink. Or rink. Yeah, wait, drink. Because a beverage is a drink, so maybe it's... So... Beverage, drink, so D. I'm in hurt, but not in pain, so DA. I'm in 7, but not in scene 7, so DAV. I'm in drizzle, but not in rain? So David, probably, I would assume. But I'm in card, but not in automobile. Because I don't know any other name that's spelled Davies, but it's 5 letters, so David, probably. And I noticed this is in reverse, so automobile is probably the operative word, and then card, yeah, so David. Is the teacher's name David? I've returned to my own world. Fiona stabbed herself with a knife. Was it Fiona who had that dream? Then I must be dreaming too. No, I don't want to lose her. To sacrifice her. Fiona is still sleeping. The demon will eat her soul. There's not much time left. With all my teachers given me, I can go to school now. I'm rather reluctant to. I got involved with one particularly annoying person. He's named Cliff. I don't want anything to do with him. I pray he can let me have some peace. That evening, Fiona's soul was lost. I wasn't in time. Now, what am I going to do? I played with Cliff again today. He told me some interesting things. I was wondering how it would go when he dragged me out. He's a good person. Very good. So... Teacher is retiring tomorrow. Seems she's having a child. I'm going overseas. I'm anxious, but Cliff will be with me, so I should be fine. Apparently my novel won a big prize. Cliff submitted it somewhere. I got in a little fight with him over it. I told him if it were going to be popular, I'd use his name, then went to my room. I don't have any interest in that. I've been having the same dream lately. A dream of that day. Is she angry, or is she suffering? I have to destroy that dream quickly. There might be another like her, or like me. Just what is X? Maybe I do know. I suppose first I'll repair our friendship. How many years has it been since I said I'm sorry? So then... Teacher grew up with a sister who had killed herself because of this nightmare syndrome, I guess. And so he shut himself away until Cliff kind of asserted himself and kind of forced them to be friends, kind of, is what I'm getting from that. I think. And also, just, teacher has been sort of seeing this world from very young, also. I guess it's probably like reliving that trauma a whole bunch. Alicemare. ... Good morning, teacher. Look, another one came today. We're going to run out of places to put them. Letty's the same as ever, always eager to play. Chelsea's slowly starting to talk to others. She's very good at cooking as well. Joshua told me he found someone he likes. Stella always looks weary of our antics, but she seems to be having fun. Mr. Cliff and the others who look after us are all very nice people. There's no way we could forget. We'll always think of you as our teacher. Okay, so the other kids recovered then. That's good. I'm very happy to hear that. But teachers forever non-responsive then. So we'll destroy the dream and save you. We absolutely will. There's a very low chance of success, but we are looking for a way. Until then, we'll keep sending it. That thing which you said you didn't know. Until then, good night, teacher. It is love, then. And recipient of love. Is this a grown-up Alan? That's super cool. So it was love that he didn't know. Oh, there we go. Achievement unlocked. Recipient of love. See the true ending. But there's still 2 achievements left to get. And it looks like another ending related to the Cheshire Cat, and then an extra scene I missed. So I'm gonna look up real quick how to get those, and then I'll go and see them. So be just a second. Okay, so apparently for the extra scene, after solving the riddle about who... After solving the puzzle about who killed who, you want to return to the room you woke up in, and there will be this shovel here. Huh? No, it's nothing. I just feel a little odd. You might not want to get too close to that. I'm gonna touch it. Hello. Oh, are you Fiona? Just noticed. What an odd boy. Very odd. I'm a bit lost. Would you mind guiding me? It's fine. You should be able to see the way. I can't see too well. Me? I'm Fiona. I think that was it. You... Yes. You smell like tears. What does that mean? I'll call you Crybaby. No, I have no soul anymore. Just little teeny shards. It's his fault. All of it. Even the fact I won't be reborn. Yes. Yes, indeed. He's always been that way. Letting his hair grow long. I'm sure he learned how to cut it a long time ago. Honestly, it's so wimpy of him to be unable to forget. He needs to break things off. He's not going anywhere dragging all around all that weight. Not even knowing that, for all his smarts. It pisses me off! He's an idiot, he is. Stupid, stupid moron! Ugh! What? No, I'm not heavy. Sure, I did eat a lot, but I kept things under control. Ugh, let's go. Come on. Alright, let's go. A Burgundy Storybook. There was a little house deep in the woods. In this little house lived a mother, a father, and a girl. Their lives were very needy, but the mother and father were kind, and the girl could put up with hunger. It happened very suddenly. Her mother, as if a changed person, began treating her daughter coldly. As soon as her father went out, her mother dragged the girl out into the woods and told her this: "There's no more food for you. You can't come back home." The woods were dark, and she didn't know her way back. The girl closed her eyes and thought, "Why? Is it because I was weak? That's why there's no food for me?" As she mumbled to herself, a lone boy talked to the girl. "I'll be strong, so you can be weak." The girl was terribly surprised, and she said, "Yes, that's right," before falling asleep. The girl renounced having to face up to herself. So that would be Letty's story. A Vermilion Storybook. There was a white house near a flower garden. In the white house lived a mother, a father, and a girl. The father rarely came home to the house. The mother was old and frail, so the girl did various tasks in her stead. One day, on an errand, the girl broke a promise with her mother and picked flowers in the garden. The girl went to her grandmother's house with a kind person she met there. After the girl fetched some medicine, she returned to her grandmother's room to find that she'd been eaten by a wolf. The girl was terribly scared and could not move from the spot. Then the wolf drew near her. The moment the wolf reached for the girl, the wolf was cut in twain. Behind the wolf stood her father, wielding an axe. The girl trembled at the sight of the slaughtered wolf and her red-stained father. Afterwards, the girl ran all the way back home and locked herself in her room. There was the voice of her father. There was a voice of the girl, too. "Father killed the person, but isn't it me who's most to blame? Was that father? Was it a person?" So she didn't directly kill the wolf. Okay. It's just that she feels responsible for her father killing the wolf. The more she thought about it, the more the scene was jumbled in her head, so she decided not to think about it. The girl renounced having to acknowledge anything. A Turquoise Storybook. There was a large house in a large city. In this large house, there lived a mother, a father, a boy, the boy's brother and sister, and many other people. The boy had many things forced upon him, and he grew tired of it all. He found fun in sneaking out of his large house to adventure outside, then telling his mother of his escapades. Many of the stories were lies, but his mother delighted at them and patted him on the head. One day, lightning struck, and father's castle was ruined. The castle crumbled. There was no money left, and the last time the boy saw his father, he was floating in midair. The boy informed his mother, but his mother said this: "What are you saying at a time like this? We are all very exhausted right now. Don't tell me such lies again." The boy tried to lead his mother to father again and again, but she let go of his hand every time. After some time, the boy's brother and sisters led their mother to where the father was. "When I say it, you say it's a lie. Why? Is it because they have something and I have nothing? Did you know that they were all lies before? Is it okay if you don't know they're lies?" The boy renounced having to improve himself. I see. A Black Storybook. There was a little town deep in the woods. In this town there lived many people. They all lived healthy lives without sickness, but it struck suddenly one stormy night. A curse was laid on the forest. Many victims of the curse died every day, but a single girl did not fall victim to the curse. Many people felt pity for the girl who had lost her family to the curse and invited her to their homes. Yet the curse came once more, and the girl lost another family. After losing a fifth family, she met a person in a church who offered her an apple. This apple carries the curse of death. With this, you can go to heaven with the rest of them. But the girl refused, and that person too died of the curse. The girl deeply regretted not eating that poisoned apple. Soon the girl began to harbor a hatred for the living. The girl renounced having any attachment to life. I see. The smell. There are books here. Then maybe this is that library we used to go to? We loved it. All gone now, though. What a useless kid. Do you see a white notebook anywhere? If you do, tell me. What is it? Is that what you heard? Yes, if it were a dream, that wouldn't hurt your heart so. Maybe this place is more like what you'd call heaven or hell. There must be a simple reason why you've come here. Probably because you've lost love. Cat? You mean the one with the smarmy laugh? I wonder if he's the one I know. What, did you believe everything that cat said? The words of a demon who treats people's sorrows in his feasts. How could you believe something you've never seen or experienced? Maybe you can believe because you have no clue. How strange. Liars are everywhere. The world can hardly contain them all. And gullible people, also everywhere. But it's only the gullible ones who get hurt. Maybe God's just a sadist. Just kidding. I love the smell of books. So we're looking for a white notebook. I will do my best to find... I'm gonna walk forward first and just see if it's on, like, a newspaper stuck in here. Sure! Age 34 and age 32 living in a town where break-in and murder. The criminal has been apprehended with the couple's son outside when the incident occurred. Claim that the shock upon returning home. Memories. Furthermore, the criminal, a cat, suddenly appeared. What's wrong? You're shaking. No, don't say a word. I know it's something you don't want to know. There. That's my magic good luck charm. Is that a newspaper talking about Alan's past, then? Found it? Good. Will you show it to me? Yes, it's blank. It's always been blank, ever since then. No, it's okay. I just wanted to check. Okay. Can I move on, then? Yes, I can. Hello! Looks like we're here. It's the sky. A sky of souls. This is where they were born. Both the eaten souls and souls that lose their power can be reborn. But I'm too weighed down to fly, so I can't. Yes, some choose to keep going even when they're nothing but a soul. A fantastic power can be turned into an equally awful power. But don't you think it's better to be reborn than to cling to one thing? You know it's impossible to get a crumpled paper back to being creaseless. It's no good for me. I've lost my soul and my sparkle. To think that he's family, my only connection. Well, but I'm shameful myself. You should grow to be people who can break away. Renouncing fading oneself, renouncing acknowledgement, renouncing improving oneself, renouncing attachment to life. And he renounced taking notice of anything around him. What you're about to see is the fate of a person who ends up that way. It's all right. Even if you feel you're as unhappy as can be now, there's lots of happiness to be had. You're still children, yes? Not adults yet. Yes, so you always need to be looking ahead. There's no point in looking behind. It's all up to you in the end. I hope we can meet again. Good night, crybaby. Hey. Hey. Are you okay? You've been spacing out. Well, as long as you're alright, hurry and open that door. Achievement unlocked. Crumpled paper. Find the extra scene. Okay, so I screwed this up very early on, but apparently for the Cheshire Cat ending, you will see the Cheshire Cat here after the end of every world, and he will ask you a question. And you need to answer, not sure, every single time. That's so. Well, I'll ask you again later. Praying on high that you don't crack too quick. Hey, it's time. We'll talk later. So now it's time for me to go and get that question over and over again. So see you in a bit. They say just say what you want, but when you say anything bad, you've got a knife off your throat. Sheesh, so what am I supposed to say? Ah, that's it. Saying nothing must be best. But I won't die of loneliness. But won't I die of loneliness if I stop saying anything? Alright, maybe I'll just wolf and meow like a dog or a cat. Pesky knowledge just dirties the heart. Don't even feel like faking, do ya? You look tired as hell again. Don't have to do what you don't wanna. Trying's the first step towards exhaustion. Or heck, maybe there's a reason to it? Not sure. Oh, really? Well, I'll see you next time. You trying to help the people in the worlds? I know Rabbit told you to, but you're guaranteed a bad end the second you go into their world. Still gonna keep going? Boy, you're just like him. He ever teach you that one? Hey, it's time. We'll talk later. Always thinking of themselves, yet when they're unhappy, they're quick to blame somebody. People are leagues nastier than demons, I'd say. But hey, then again, he thinks I'm the nastiest. Yeah, that's right. I'm a demon, so is he. A little different, technically. Names don't really matter. We don't need them among ourselves, you see. I couldn't care less about your name. That's why I call everyone the same. I mean, you don't give names to every ant or frog, do ya? But having nicknames can be nice. It's always random stuff from books and the like. Makes for some interesting stuff. I just think it's lovely how you can just make a world in a snap. Said something odd just now, did I? You don't look like you're having much fun. Don't pay so much attention. Can't let others drag you down. Being trash is the recipe for success here. It's easier to just go mad. Of course, you know anything I say is just a demon's mumblings. Or are you actually gonna take what I just said seriously? Not sure. Is that right? Well, it's all about Alice. If Alice says so, so it is. Seems you didn't even know that about yourself, though. What am I saying? Why am I saying this? Oh, you don't know? There's nothing so easy as bad-mouthing people. It's time. We'll talk later. Yo! Huh, you're looking pretty alright now. That was too fast for me to even believe. It's a new record. Most kids fall to pieces the moment they interfere with people's hearts. Right, so you're wondering what's next. Here's some hints. Because of course, I'm a guide to the end. 1. I told you before, I stole something from you. It was only one thing. Exhausting to steal a bunch of stuff, you know. But I didn't think that alone would make you such a hollow shell. 2. When you stab that key, the target will become a door. A door linking world and world, so they can't come back. It means leaving their soul behind, and I'll be taking it, since they don't need it anymore. 3. You said that this was a dream. Since you said so, so it was. A dream that really tormented you. So, if it's a dream, someone must be dreaming. Now, whose dream is it? So, who you gonna stab? Or are you gonna turn into foam? Another way? Oh, sure there is. A way to link world and world? I'm talking about a pact with a demon. So what'll it be? I'll just sit back and watch. Have you made up your mind what you want to do? I'm not sure. Oh, really? Well, that's all for now. Say, if we meet again, I'll make good on my promise. Doors wide open. Hey, it's time. Bye now. Okay, and now that I've responded not sure to everything that Cheshire Cat asks, there's a hole here. Let's go down. Count your sins. Judgment. Guilty. Sentenced to bed. Sweet dreams for life. Yo, yo, yo. What? Told you, didn't I, that I'd show you the goods in the hood? Was kind of a mess. I scrounged up some stuff. Left eyes from a boy hurt by sheep. Hair, a girl who lost the light. Ears, an abandoned black cat. Pretty sweet, don't you think? Heap on that praise. Now, I'm a guy who keeps his promises. You got that key, yeah? From the White Rabbit? But you stabbing somebody or getting stabbed is boring. For me, anyway. You're not sure how to answer any of my questions. You'd taste lousy, I bet. Ah, that's right. Didn't I tell you that too? We eat souls. If we don't, we go poof. We could eat dogs or frogs, sure, but people taste best. Especially when their souls are broken by despair and agony. Kids don't know much stuff. If you know what to take, it's easy to break them. But man, I didn't think you'd be so hollow when I took it from you. Kids like you are rare in this day and age, you know. Adults are no good, though. They're too hard because of all that dirty knowledge. So we mainly die by luring kids into this world. Ah, but this time is special. That guy never changed. Not since he was a little brat. Couldn't be a happier day than this, no sir. What's so funny? You eat pigs and cows and their souls. What's the difference if we eat frog and human souls? There really ain't no difference between us and you. Why do we keep using the same language as you? That never struck you. Question. What do you think happens when people die? When people die and vanish from the world, they give us power. 'Cause souls don't die. There's all kinds of them, and I take things from him. Rabbit can rewrite the signs on the paths people take, in a good way or a bad way. You guys like to call that the work of demons, or angels, depending. The only one different is our God. He's pretty wrathful. He made it so all creatures need love to live, but people forgot love because they made their own rules. Well, what do you think of that? The world was already over once people came into being, just taking the road to the end from then on. Well, there you go. That's what I've done. Now, I told you a bit ago, the other way to link the world with the world, a pact with a demon. In layman's terms, your soul and mine get mixed. If I can take a soul rather than eat it, I can live much, much longer. Strong intentions are risky, and those make it hard for me to act the way I like. But you're empty. You don't get a chance this good every day. If you give me everything, I'll take all the guys in this world back to your world as thanks. It'll be over before you know it. It doesn't hurt. Vanish here, or merge with me to help the others. What'll it be? Okay. Pact made. I can't hate you smart brats. By the way, I think you'll keep enough consciousness to see, so there's that. What I took from you? Alright, I'll tell you before you go. Love. I took love from you, and from the others. Satisfied? Alrighty, I'll remember you, sure will. So long, Alan. Oh, are we gonna see Alan's backstory here? Would this count as the Alan ending, technically? Maybe. Or maybe this is just all the kids. I can't tell now. Maybe it's like showing us what happens to all the kids that aren't us. Do they all survive and make happy? I cannot tell. But no, this looks like Alan and his parents, if I would have to guess. That's what it looks like to me. So what happened with Alan? From what I could gather from that newspaper that was like barely readable, he had a good relationship with his parents, but his parents were killed in a break-in, from what I can tell. I think that's what happened. Yeah, I think that is what happened, and then just like all the other kids, that happened, and he lost his memory, I guess, and just like all the other kids, he was taken in by teacher here. Man, it's always hard to get used to new stuff. As for this key, meh, don't want to meet Rabbit right now. I'll toss it out round here. Now to pick up the pieces, who will I eat first? Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. There's no way the demon would be like, yeah, I'll absolutely let these good meals go. There's no way. So yeah, this is unequivocally the bad ending then. I bet if I eat him right in front of him, he'll fall to despair easy. Can't eat adults though. I'll play with him, then get some new parts from him. And Cheshire Cat. That is terrifying. Achievement unlocked. Cheshire Cat. Find the Cheshire Cat ending. And that's all the achievements. So, I guess that is Alicemare in its entirety. Is it time to say my thoughts? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's a very sad story. All of the endings, like all the kids have sad backstories, and all of the endings aren't really someone gets sacrificed, kind of, no matter what. So it's all very depressing, kind of. However, the true ending does have a bit of a hopeful note, which I'm glad for. But yeah, game made me sad, yo. But no, I liked it a lot. It was a very short game, as the games from this developer are. As I've said before, I've played Light before, and that's very short, like 3 hours tops. You can probably get it done much quicker than that. But the games, they're short, but they're no longer than they need to be. They're very, like, concise. They tell the story they need to tell, and then they don't waste your time. And I appreciate that a lot, because there's something to be said about a writer, about a story that can tell something meaningful in a small amount of time, right? So I appreciate that a lot, and I really, as I said, I like the story a lot. Again, there's something else to be said for a story that can also make you feel sad with, again, minimal time, because you really didn't get a lot of time to spend with each of the characters, but you feel for them regardless, right? So I think that's mostly my thoughts. I'm gonna have to kind of ruminate on this a little bit and think about the story some more, and probably like look over the wiki a bit to see where my interpretations were wrong and what I got right, and just kind of learn more about each of the characters that way that I may not have picked up on. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot, and I was happy to play it here for you. So, I hope you enjoyed this project as well. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll probably, I haven't played 1-Bit Heart before, so I'll probably end up playing that real soon as well. Either way, thank you so very much for watching. See you in what I decide to do next.